Good day, I am Cadet Captain Jerical Rameto second class from the University of Mindanao. Right now, we'll be joining in our Usapang Kadete by the Operations Officer of 1105th Infantry Battalion Task Force Reserve under 2002nd Infantry Battalion Combined Armed Force, Major Maria Grace Baysa, General Staff Force Philippine Army Reserve. Good day, ma'am.
Good day, good afternoon to our viewers.
How are you feeling today?
I'm fine.
Can
And
you tell us a little introduction about yourself and what is your profession before joining the reserve force?
okay, again, I'm Major Maria Grace M. Baysa. I recently graduated from the General Staff Force. And I'm a reservist, of course, and the operation officer of the 1105th Infantry Battalion Task Force Reserve under the 1105th CDC. But or the battalion is under the 2202nd Ready Reserve.
The Command and General Staff Force as one of the courses in the Armed Forces of the Philippines offers to officers of the AFP as well as to our AFP Reserve officers. What are your reasons why it made you decide to join the training, ma'am?
Okay, before I will answer the question, let me first greet our Group Commander of the Regional Community Defense Group, Colonel Ruben Matiliano, GSC Infantry, Philippine Army, my mentor also of my CGSC Commandant's paper, to our Brigade Commander, Colonel Isidro Ongab, GSC Infantry, Philippine Army, to our Battalion Commander, Lieutenant Colonel Rodrigo Rivamonte, GSC Philippine Army Reserve, and to Captain Manuel Gatus Jr. Infantry, Philippine Army, the 1105th CDC Director, to the 11 RCDG troops, ARESCOM men and women officers and enlisted personnel, the Philippine Army, the AFP in all branches, and to all the viewers and listeners of Usapang Kadete, and good afternoon again to all of you. So first, the CGSC course is a strategy course, and the academic instructions were given to us mostly on environment that is on a strategic level, like joint operations and other matters relative to the AFP organization. And these course is given to qualified student AFP officers. And as I entered the CGSC college, I find the course to be something that I should look upon, meaning something that my skills and my personality will be developed as an officer of the AFP, and uh, and it will actually require more skills, no? Develop skills from us all officers with regards to jointness in operations. And then the course technically give us the student officers a better view of the AFP in all branches, meaning we did not focus only on the Philippine Army. We focus on the different branches of the AFP, uh, including the Air Force and the Navy, and technical service. So that's how broad yung mga learnings in the CGSC course. Second, before I entered the CGSC, I was the operation officer of the 1105th Ready Reserve Infantry Battalion then, but right now it's Infantry uh, Battalion Task Force. So uh, I even took positions of S1 and S7, and and I think uh, entering into the college, which is the CGSC, will give me more knowledge and also opportunity, no, for me for me to develop myself as an officer, no, and prepare myself, no, to do better in military decision making process. Okay, and hopefully what I've learned from CGSE, I will also use that one in leading our battalion in our own AOR, the area of responsibility, our area of interest, and in any joint operations with other regular forces within our AOR. And then third, I think this is a stepping stone. The CGSC course is a stepping stone for me to be promoted, from maybe from major to lieutenant colonel. And I think personally, um, when an officer needs promotion, no, the officer should undergo some kind of a schooling. Okay, and that schooling will open up, no, yung required skills for an officer to take a higher level of designation or positions. So that's how important schoolings are for officers and even enlisted personnel of the armed forces of the Philippines. And we know for a fact that if we go up, no, on a ladder, go up to a certain position, it will lead us to a much higher responsibility. So, kailangan mag-level up din yung ating knowledge and skills. And it is through schoolings or trainings. Even if we are reservist, no, we also have that schooling and trainings just like the regular forces.
Next, upon joining the training, ma'am, were there hindrances you encountered?
Well, technically, were no hindrances. My experiences in the battalion, in the 1105th Ready Reserve Infantry Battalion as enlisted private, then promoted to PFC, commissioned to a rank of a major, no? And I was designated with different positions na as staff of the battalion from the headquarters company, no? And then as commander of the headquarters company, and then as S1 also, as S7. So those experiences, no, with my previous designation, even as S7 and S3, uh, were actually help those experiences helped me, no, in my preparation to join this this CGSC course, no, or schooling. Okay, and therefore I might say that I don't have difficulty in processing of my requirements, okay, at CGSC. And then CGSC is actually located at Camp General Emilio Aguinaldo uh, in Quezon City. And then we were housed at Fort Bonifacio, na all of us, na when we were in processing na of our requirements. So, nag-undergo din ako ng gano'n, normal processing just like the regular students. And I had submitted all my academic requirements at ease, no, with the help of my classmates, no, na mga estudyante pa ay ano pa kami, yung parang applicants pa lang kami at that time, but they were um, they were supportive, no, to the reservist. No, they are all regular soldiers, and then we are only few who applied as a reservist, but they were all supportive. So, and I've been happy all the time throughout my schooling, together with my classmates and my professors, and also my seminar mates. Okay, and I'm very thankful for our commander at AFPET DC, Major General Edgar Arevalo, Armed Forces of the Philippines, and then our commandant at CGSC, Colonel Jose Demar Poli, Corps of Professor, and now the Dean of the Philippine Military Academy right now, our course director, Colonel Richie Pabilonia, Philippine Air Force, and the administrators and professors and mentors of the CGSC. Aside from CGSC, we had a masteral degree in public management, all of our classmates under the Development Academy of the Philippines. Okay, and in short, I had fun and I had a lot of learnings from my schooling, both from the CGSC and the master in public management, major in security and development with that. So there was no hindrances, and I was actually ready for the said schooling.
What makes the Command General Staff Course training different from other trainings you attended?
Well, modules for operational design, joint operations, planning, process, modules for development, and then security, and a lot more makes CGSC schooling different from any other military schooling and trainings I have gone through or are available for the AFP personnel. So the modules are for on a strategic level. It was prepared for a strategic environment.
What are the learnings you have acquired and how their learnings be significant to the reserve force, specifically to your assigned unit?
Okay, learnings. When we talk about learnings, it's a vast area, and well, I can say that both the regular force and the reserve force must be in tandem with each other. So I have this kind of formula, and I always tell this to my classmates every time that we have that activity or group activity, seminar activity, that we have to do certain things in the organization, uh, together with the reservists or together with the regular forces. So the formula is regular force, and then you add up the reserve force, and that's the total force of the AFP. And I can say now we really need each other, support each other, now both the reservists and the regular military soldiers. And that's the concept that that was embedded in the CGSC, the joint operations concept. Okay, and the security and development modules. Some of this I have experienced before I went to CGSC. Kasi as an officer of the battalion, we did operations with other regular units in the area before I entered the CGSC. But the additional lectures on leadership and management related to military operations, that is something new for me as a reservist officer. Theories and procedures, and then yung mga military frameworks and models na very helpful in any operations and military decision making process. And we also have the commandant's paper. It's a research work. it's a research study within the AFP environment. So our topic is related to the fields, the different areas in the AFP environment. So I can say that right now, with the schoolings we had, with the trainings we are having, not only sa CGSE but other schoolings and trainings, the AFP is really forming qualified military officers and also enlisted personnel to be at its best and to be ready for the next position or designation or to the next level. So what I'm trying to say here is that um, reservists should undergo schooling and trainings because we know for a fact that reservists are force multipliers of the regular forces. And we help them uh, in their own area of operations, and we also have our own. We do joint operations, and whatever learnings we have in schooling, then we can apply it now when we are on the field. Okay.
What motivates you to be a reservist and continue the mission or the call of voluntary service?
Okay. Well, I was raised by a father who once a draftee in the reserve force. He was a reservist before he entered the Philippine Constabulary as a regular enlisted personnel. Then, after retiring, he applied in the BJMP, and actually, he is a current post-war veteran. Right now, my father is still alive with records at the Veterans Office at present. So, what I'm saying, it's my dream to become soldier when I was a child. And anyway, this is my opportunity to say hi to my father if my father is currently watching right now. And thank you for always believing in me. And I hope that he's proud of me na I entered in the military service as a reservist, and and also he is proud of me that I'm a CGSE graduate. So again, this becoming a soldier was once my dream that came into reality. So dream ko ito nung bata pa. I saw in the eyes of the child how important is the military duties and responsibilities intended for the betterment of our country. So I saw that now when I was a child. And I watched my father and his military comrades do their formation on the field when I was young for how many years, rendering high respect to the national flag. So every time they have the formation, doon na ako natutulog actually sa campo. No? The Philippine Constabulary Camp in General Santos City became my playground when I was young. No? And the call of service for the AFP organization and the love and the service for our country started during my childhood years. So to make the story short, no matter what happens, I think no matter if reservists belong to any private organizations, which is outside of our AFP organization, even if we reservists do not receive regular pay from the AFP, I think we are motivated by intrinsic motivations, just like myself. Okay, it's there already, embedded in me when I was a child. So I really I cannot forgive myself. No, I cannot give a little time for duty every week. So I think that's a call for me as a soldier. Okay.
In years of being a citizen soldier or reservist, can you give us some of your contributions in your unit?
Okay. Now, time rendered in service and in duty, uh, resources that we try to maximize even if it's limited within our unit. Our AFP mission, that's very important, and our contributions that we want um, to give not to our country and to the AFP organization. And my contribution as an officer to the military decision-making process is also very important. As the operation officer or one of the staff officers of the battalion units, and our contribution to the society, uh, to the community itself through civil military operations, and sometimes we do officers do troop leading procedures also on that level, and supervision to um, the junior officers, and sometimes administration of the unit are some of my contributions to the battalion. And also sometimes I do some I give lectures if given an opportunity for the Reserve Officer Training Corps, our or ROTC, and all of these were contributions in the achievement of the AFP mission.
How important public service to you?
Well, public service is one half of my life already. uh, at my age, I can say that it's already one half of my life. And yun nga, I cannot forgive myself if I will not offer some of my time for a week to public service. And I'll make sure that I manage my schedule properly and give a little or much time for duty. And therefore, it is where my heart belongs, I can say.
Thank you for the time, ma'am. In this program, we witnessed the life of Major Baysa in front and behind the camera. It served as inspiration for the young cadets to become a soldier or be successful someday. Again, I am Cadet Captain Jerical Ramento, 2nd class, from the University of Mindanao.